Woe to you of earth and sea.
Welcome to Satan is My Superhero, a show for atheists, scoffers, heathens, and unbelievers. I'm your host, Judas Falling. In this episode, we dive into the story behind the debut album,
Welcome to Hell.
From the new wave of British heavy metal Schizoid sons of Satan themselves, Venom.
I have goosebumps.
In 1979, a fresh-faced 26-year-old spent his days working as a tape operator at Impulse Studios in Newcastle, where they recorded folk musicians and the family-friendly material of television comedians.
Take my wife, please.
But by night, this seemingly innocent young man frequented the local bars and church halls playing guitar in a filthy rock band called Dwarf Star.
Oh, how cute.
This six-string slinger I speak of was none other than the voice of the devil himself, a man the whole world would one day come to know as Kronos.
I don't know who that is.
And young Kronos had a dream to create
a band that was heavier and more over the top than anything anyone had ever seen or heard before. More satanic than Black Sabbath, louder than Motörhead, with a pyrotechnic show to ride and kiss, and with even more leather and studs than Judas Priest. The ultimate ingredients for the ultimate metal band.
I am already at second base with myself.
Meanwhile, in another part of the ancient, grimy, shipbuilding town, the other two halves of this triumvirate of evil,
This family does not match.
Mantis and Abaddon, were playing guitar and drums respectively in a Judas Priest covers band called Guillotine.
Ow, me head.
At the time, Newcastle had a population of around 270,000 souls, so it was inevitable the only three musicians awesome enough to create Venom would run into each other sooner or later.
Thoughts on Satan?
He's the coolest.
You should join my band.
So Kronos joined the Judas Priest covers band Guillotine and immediately announced,
Guys, we can't just play Judas Priest songs forever. What if they start using synthesizers?
You shut your mouth, Kronos. You shut your goddamn filthy mouth.
Kronos and Mantis soon started churning out original songs for the band to perform. Then at some point they changed the name after a suggestion from a roadie.
You should call the band Venom.
Like a poison?
Well, poison is passively delivered by being ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin. Venom, on the other hand, is actively delivered through a wound by means of a bite, sting, or similar action. I think Venom best encapsulates the menacing disposition and aggressive, nihilistic philosophy of your tormented, malevolent lyrics and music.
You can't spell guillotine, can you?
No.
Kronos attempted to talk Impulse Studios into letting the band record there for free.
Let me think about it long and hard. The answer is no.
Kronos then did the very next best thing you could do in 1979 and recorded a rehearsal session in a church hall on a cassette recorder.
Oh.
That's right, Venom in an echoey church hall on a one-track retail cassette recorder. I know what you're thinking. I bet it sounds amazing. Well, you're in luck. Here is that previously unreleased tape recording. Kronos took that cassette to where he worked, Impulse Studios, and well, how about I let him tell you what happened next?
I played it to everyone at the studio, and they hated it.
Philistines. There's just no accounting for taste, I guess. Anyway, at this time, the band was not the trim, muscular power trio teenage boys everywhere would one day come to love, but instead they were a flabby dad bod five-piece.
Introducing Venom Mark 1. On vocals, we have the Risen One, the Undead Among Us, Son of Man, and Bringer of the Apocalypse, Jesus Christ. On guitar duties, we have Mantis, and the leader of Titans, divine descendant of Gaia, and usurper of Father Sky, Kronos. On drums, we have the Angel of the Abyss, the Destroyer and King of the Locust Army at the end of the world, Abaddon. Playing bass guitar is Alan Winston.
Alan quit the band.
It's not for me.
Just a few days before they were due to play their very first gig. With no time to find a replacement, Kronos took over the bass guitar. And according to Katrina Gilmore in the Leeds music scene,
playing the show with the borrowed bass plugged into his Marshall guitar amp and effects pedals, he created an unnerving racket and the bulldozer bass was born.
I know all this happened more than 40 years ago, but just hearing the story makes me upset.
Where are you going with all your things in a bag?
I plugged the bass into Dad's Marshall.
Eventually, Kronos was able to work out a deal with Impulse Studio management where the band could record in exchange for him working overtime.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Taking my pants off, for the recording time. You said I had to stay back and, do stuff.
Yeah, sweep the bloody floor. With your pants on, preferably.
Man, the music industry is nothing like they said it would be.
So in April 1980, Venom recorded a 3-track demo tape called Demon, which they then sent out to everyone they could in the industry. Not everyone responded positively.
Turn it off! Turn it off! So that's a no then?
I don't know. Play it again?
But music journalist Jeff Barnes, who was working for Sounds magazine at the time, loved the demo. He loved it so much he wrote about Venom while reviewing a different band.
What can I say? The kid had excellent broom technique.
In the meantime, Impulse Studios had created a record company called Neat. This new label would cater to the increased number of new wave of British heavy metal bands popping up in the area and finding international success.
I tell you, Steve, this heavy metal thing is massive. There's bands from right here in the northeast going to America, making millions.
What about my band? Don't forget Venom.
Shut up, Kronos, and sweep the bloody floors.
Kronos gave up any and all hopes of a social life to work unpaid overtime once again and got Venom back into the studio. This time recording 6 tracks. One of them being Live Like an Angel, Die Like a Devil. A song Mantis had written especially for his buddy Kronos to sing. After that session and having heard Kronos sing for the very first time, Abaddon and Mantis fired Jesus Christ from the band.
It's not for you.
According to Kronos,
he said we could keep his PA for me to sing through, and his parting words were something like,
I f***ing love this band. I really hope you guys make it.
I've always said it. Jesus is too nice.
Don't worry about it, boys. You guys look tired from that whipping you just gave me. I'll carry the crucifix.
Having shed the 183 pounds of flabby dead weight that had been Jesus Christ, Neat Records finally bowed to the devil and agreed to let the band record a single in January 1981.
But if it doesn't work out, you'll be sweeping floors until the 90s.
Broom dog! Broom dog!
This session was produced by successful rock, pop and country songwriter Steve Thompson. The band hated Thompson with a vengeance, and Kronos said of their time with him,
We knew he had no sense of humour and wouldn't find it funny, and he'd cry like a baby.
Immediately after this session, Thompson quit the record label.
It's not for me.
But that doesn't matter because, in April 1981, the In League with Satan, Live Like an Angel, Die Like a Devil 7-inch single hit the shelves.
And those shelves have never been the same.
The single was successful.
Are you serious?
So successful, Neat Records sent the boys into the studio in August 1981 for 3 days to record demos of all the original material they had. Then the label simply decided to release these demos as the band's debut album.
Welcome to hell.
Exciting news, boys! We're releasing the album next week.
What album?
We haven't recorded an album yet.
Oh. Well, this is awkward.
The cover was designed by Abaddon. It's a Baphomet head inside a pentagram. It's actually layered with more intricate and clever satanic symbolism than just that, but this is an audio medium.
Listen to how cool coldest looks. Listen.
Suffice it to say, it looks as evil as it sounds, and it makes you realise how far backwards society has slipped. In 1981, Venom released an album dedicated to Satan with a pentagram and Baphomet on the cover. No one cares. In 2023, Target puts up a rainbow in their stores and Christians threaten terrorism.
When did being a bigot become a bad thing?
The album is a 39-minute and 26-second chaotic off-the-rails rollercoaster ride of sex, drugs, Satan, and murder.
You've heard of bands on amphetamines and cocaine. Now imagine the band is amphetamines and cocaine.
It opens as it means to go on with the track Sons of Satan.
I demand a paternity test.
The song, In League with Satan, starts with a backmasked vocal track. Kronos is recorded saying,
Satan, raised in hell, I'm gonna burn your soul, crush your bones, I'm gonna make you bleed, you're gonna bleed for me.
Which when played backwards sounds like this.
Visit www.satanismysuperhero.com. Check out the merchandise page. Support the show. Buy some blasphemy.
I think you'll agree, probably the most evil thing you've ever heard.
No. This is more evil.
Let us pray.
As you should expect, Sounds journalist Jeff Barton gave Welcome to Hell 5 stars and said it had
the hi-fi dynamics of a 50-year-old pizza.
Imagine what he says about albums he doesn't like.
Of course, my first reaction is, let's put a pizza on a turntable and see what happens. Here's that recording.
What the bloody hell have you done to my turntable?
You bet! Wanky pranked!
Pineapple? That's wrong on 2 levels.
With an album out in the world, Venom would then, as always is the way with Venom, do things very differently. They did not start playing small local clubs in the Newcastle area, building up a following. No. Their first proper gig after releasing Welcome to Hell was to 3,000 people in a Belgian sports arena.
Come for the chocolate, but stay for the chocolate.
So did Venom then launch a national tour of the UK? No, they toured the US with a small-time Californian band you might have heard of. They're called, Metallica?
If it's possible for a computer to shit itself with excitement, I'm doing it. Right now.
Due to the band's insistence on a massive pyrotechnic show, Venom would not play in their home country for another 3 years until they sold out London's Hammersmith Odeon in 1984.
All right, Hammersmith, we're gonna set this place on fire! Seriously, everyone get out. We're really gonna set this place on fire.
This poorly recorded collection of demos' influence on extreme music cannot be understated. Welcome to Hell is probably responsible for the entire Norwegian black metal scene as we know it.
Oh, yawn, I get so angry thinking about how the Christians came here and destroyed our ancient culture, just so they could take our money and molest our children.
We should start a heavy metal band to express our outrage. The lion shall not defeat the wolf.
But we don't know how to record music.
Oh boy, have I got the album for you.
In their 100 Greatest Albums of All Time, published in 2017, Rolling Stone ranked Welcome to Hell at 74.
How disappointing.
Anyway, despite the injustice, Rolling Stone did redeem themselves with this quote.
Forget about British punk. True musical anarchy arrived in the UK with the emergence of
Welcome to Hell.
a debauched collection of devil worship, drinking, and wanton woman by Newcastle trio Venom. Outpacing and out-trashing even the mighty Motörhead, the sweaty, shirtless trio saturated every instant of this classic collection with filth, senseless bombast, and undying charisma.
That'll do, Rolling Stone. That'll do.
Every couple of weeks, Dad puts us in the studio
Closet.
and asks us
Forces us.
to listen to heavy metal music. But he said if we get enough patrons, we can outsource this job to underprivileged children in third world countries.
Yay.
So please support the show at www.patreon.com/SatanisMySuperhero.
Save a fragile little mind being warped by grown men in spandex.
What can we take away from Welcome to Hell? Venom are credited, if not creating, at least shaping black metal and death metal. They have their DNA in every strand of extreme music. But I think the thing that sometimes gets lost on their dark and brooding prodigies is that Venom are fun. They're just balls to the wall, chaos and fun. Satan is fun.
Oh, stop it. You're making me blush.
It could certainly be argued Venom's illegitimate Norwegian black metal spawn, with their infamous Nazis, arsons, murders, exploitations of suicide, homophobic and racist hate crimes, are not having anything like the fun Venom had. But that's for another episode. For now, I'll just say, when asked about these bands, Kronos has said,
When some of the Norwegian bands called themselves black metal, I thought, well, you're not. Because for us, it was sex, drugs, rock and roll,
Satanism.
And in that same interview, he said,
where's the tongue-in-cheek that we had?
Oh, yawn, I feel so weighed down.
Is it the oppressive grind of the modern world combined with the bitter cold and bleakness of the inhospitable north that sits so heavily upon you, my brother?
No, it's all the corpse paint I'm wearing.
The conclusion here is, Venom, love 'em or hate 'em, you can't help but love 'em. Venom never compromised. Venom played up the satanic angle and never apologized. They cut their own path, and by doing so spawned not just one genre, but multiple genres of extreme music. Heavy music in the 21st century is different if Venom didn't happen. The blueprint this band would follow to the legendary status of metal immortals is all right here on Welcome to Hell. Not many bands can say that about their debut album.
I've been sending nude selfies to Kronos. He said I have a lovely set of chips.
I think on that note, it's time for a final quote. Christianity is absolutely nothing other than a shield for psychopaths to hide behind and fantasize about some supernatural being taking out sick and violent retribution on anyone who is other. What just took me 30 words to say, Venom did in 5, with the song In League with Satan, when Kronos sang,
No one prayed for Sodom.
And that's why Satan is my superhero. If you've enjoyed this episode, rate, review, subscribe, you know the deal. But please do go check out the website, satanismysuperhero.com, where you will find links to the merch store, our Patreon page, and all our social medias.
And now the whole reason Judas did this episode, so he could force his kids to listen to Welcome to Hell from start to finish.
Why are they, naked? Is this like a concert or a strip club? I'm confused.
Terrible audio quality.
I don't like how the album cover looks at me.
They kind of sound like they're forcing their voice to sound, deep.
Is it even English?
Damn it, no subtitles.
I can't understand what he's saying at all.
I can't really tell if they're speaking English or a different language.
I have no clue what they're saying.
This guitar solo has been going on for a while.
Not sure if my eardrums are going to recover from that.
The Wolfhead will come on iron. The Wolfhead will come on iron. The Wolf.
I still think Lion has become the wolf is better.
Oh, for crying out loud, Motörhead!
Whatever, it's your song.